RCB and Virat Kohli stepping down. How do you, feel about that? Because you were a mascot for the team, right, for so many years.
Him stepping down does not mean that respect and love that I have for him is any diluted. At the end of the day, he's Virat Kohli, and I will always be grateful to him. And I've said this to him in person also, saying, you don't even know the impact you've had on my career. I've always told him that. And he always laughs and says, no, it's not me, it's all you. Mr. Puneeth Rajkumar and I go a pretty long way, and because I asked him once, why don't you invest all this money into your own films? And he said that's because it takes one generation to take another generation forward. And the films he produces are so different from the films he acted in. Captain or not, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm so glad Virat is with RCB still, and RCB is, another home that I did every year for about 2 or 3 months.
Okay, this was Danish answering the question, but I want Mr. Nags to answer this question now.
Mr. Nags, whatever happens, his only answer is peace.
What's up, India Glitz Bollywood family? मैं हूँ आपका Jatin, and आज we're gonna talk to the guy who is like buzzing around India, and he literally is there something he can't do. वैसे सवाल पूछ सकते हैं to Danish. So coming to you, Danish, said, how are you doing?
Brother, thank you very much, man. It's good to meet your audience through you. It's lovely how you said, मैं हूँ आपका Jatin. Which is just fantastic that you've given away complete ownership of your life to your audience. And that's how audiences are. They're great because, once they own you and once they invest in you, then they push us to different levels that we ourselves can't unlock.
Yeah, you're the prime example of it, is there something you can't do? That question is what comes to my mind when I see you.
I'll tell you what I can't do. I can't do what you do, man. I just can't do that. I mean, my India never offered me a job, so I don't know if I can do that. But I mean, look, man, it's very sweet of you to say that. But in all humility, all I can say is that every morning I wake up and I try and do something new. Because there's one life, and the idea is to do as much as I can because I enjoy what I do. I love what I do. I have good friends around me. I have good people investing in me and, my career. And I'm just grateful to them for that.
And yeah, you also make people, an enjoyable experience when you're with your screen presence.
Jatin, I'm so glad that people kind of look towards me for relief, and I'm more than happy to give that to them because it's also very cathartic for me when I do something like this. I enjoy the process, and in the process we have fun, and if people have fun watching it, then that's job done.
Talking about processes, you've done films, you've done a mascot for an IPL team, that is Royal Challengers Bangalore. You've done a lot of things from social content creation to YouTube. So, which process is that something you can choose over the other, or do you enjoy anything in particular?
No, I actually love all of them equally. Each of them come with their own set of challenges and own set of processes. Like, I'll give you a great example, right? I did the ICC World Cup last year in Dubai. And as a part of the process, you've got to watch the game, make pointers while you're watching the game, discuss it with your producers, and then go live. And that's just as sort of to the point as doing a film, because you've got to write a film, you've got to go on set, you've got to learn your lines, you've got to be prepared when you're there. So I think in terms of preparation, in terms of processes, all of them have different demands. But I like being in the moment and doing whatever task is at hand.
Well, you've been having a wonderful ride with Amazon Prime. It's like a third collaboration with them.
My third collaboration with them. And I'm very grateful to them. Yeah, I mean, that's why streaming platforms like these came into existence. And, I'm extremely grateful to them for being such able partners and for being people who've believed in me and backed me because what is talent without recognition? Then it's just talent, right? You can do it at home. But when it's recognized and people say, okay, we're going to sort of, put our muscle behind this, our time, our energy, our emotional investment, people, like you look at possible. And I'm very cognizant of that, you've got to be grateful to the people who invest time and their energy in you.
Talking about the producer, he literally has won so many hearts, and he trying out these many, different types of film in Kannada itself is like such a great move by his production company and him. So, have you ever met him and any experiences with him?
I mean, yes, Mr. Puneeth Rajkumar, and I go a pretty long way, and production or investing in a film is just one aspect to our relationship, but otherwise he was a friend, he was a mentor, he was an older brother, and just an incredible human being. He was a champion human being. And the fact that I got to work with him, and the films he produces are so different from the films he acted in.
Yeah, true, correct.
Those are big commercial films that needed certain kinds of investment, needed certain kinds of, template things. But over here, the template's completely broken. And I'm very grateful to him for kind of believing in us and, supporting and encouraging talent. Because I asked him once, why don't you invest all this money into your own films? And he said that's because it takes one generation to take another generation forward. So he was a visionary, and it's a huge honor, it's a huge privilege to be a part of his cinematic vision, and to be a part of PRK Productions. It's home, and I don't know if I will ever go anywhere else with the script that we write. The first right of refusal will always be with them, with PRK Productions, because it's home. The day they tell us, no, you can go elsewhere, is when we will leave their office. Otherwise, that's home. We're tied to them.
Yeah. So you've done Afsos in Bollywood. And apart from that, you're doing Kannada films.
Yeah. Afsos, right. As the name suggests, Afsos. It was a good show, but I didn't have much to do on that show. Honestly, I wanted to kind of dabble with it and see, hey, what can I do with it? It was fun, man. I mean, working with them, working with Anubhuti, ma'am, was great because, she comes with a certain kind of experience. You go to a Bombay set, it's very different from a set here. You work with people there, it's very different from working with people here. And it was nice. I mean, I personally had a great time. It was a great learning curve. And also, Bombay is a lovely city, so you visit, have fun, and come back.
Yeah, so exactly, you've stepped into Bollywood, at least thoda, but somewhat you've stepped. So what more can we see? When can we see more of you in Bollywood?
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if that was a real step or if it was just a, just a small sort of entry and out. It was almost like, let me peek at the door and go back. Right? There have been things that, I've been discussing and sort of working on. In fact, I was supposed to do a pretty reputed project which will come out in some time. I don't know if I can use it in a conversation like this, but I was supposed to do something and it unfortunately didn't happen because of dates and stuff like that. But there is no obsession as such, even from my end, in terms of saying, oh, I have to do this. Because if I put a camera here, you speak in Hindi, it's Bollywood. If I speak in Kannada, it becomes a sandalwood film. It's Hollywood, right? So at the end, it's down to what you're happy doing. The ultimate dream or the ultimate idea is to make content that's palatable and everybody likes. I think thanks to, again, platforms like Amazon Prime Video, that distinction between what language and what industry you make a film in is completely changed. At the end of the day, today you want to just make a film. You want to tell a story. And that's the endeavor.
What's with your comedy and through that comedy, you tell so much of, hard reality or hard truths.
I don't know. I like using comedy as a tool, brother. That's the honest fact. I love using comedy as a tool, Jatin, because I think it's a great tool. If you can laugh someone, entertain someone, engage someone, and empower them with knowledge, then why not? Personally, I look at life with a lot of comedy. I mean, I look at life that way, in that lens. There are moments, even in absolute seriousness, where somebody around me, be it in my family, be it my friends, will come up with a joke like that. The depth of the situation doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
But has it ever kind of
life that way?
So has it ever backlashed on you at times?
Not really. No, I mean, I can't
taking your jokes some seriously, or
sometimes people tell you, when you're in the middle of evening with your friends, or when you are having fun here, they turn around and tell you, hey, that was enough of the jokes. I go through that with my wife very often, where she says, okay, now get serious, and then you got to get serious. A couple of lines and then do another joke again, but that's what I'm saying. It's quite straight. It's not that complex.
Coming back to the main, I wanted to ask this firstly, but I wanted बातचीत कर लेंगे, last में पूछेंगे. The thing is, RCB and Virat Kohli stepping down. How do you feel about that? Because you were mascot for the team, right, for so many years.
Yeah, I mean, he stepped down from captaincy, but his impact has been tremendous in cricket itself. Having said that, I am extremely grateful to Virat and everybody at RCB, because acceptance for something like Mr. Nags needs to start at the top, then it trickles down. And Virat was extremely sportive and extremely supportive when we started this character called Mr. Nags and started doing RCB Insider videos.
Yeah.
Him stepping down does not mean that the respect and love that I have for him is any diluted. At the end of the day, he's Virat Kohli. And I will always be grateful to him. And I've said this to him in person also, saying, you don't even know the impact you've had on my career. I've always told him that. And he always laughs and says, no, it's not me, it's all you. So captain or not, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm so glad Virat is with RCB still. And RCB is, another home that I visit every year for about 2 or 3 months. So I'm really looking forward to this IPL season and all the wonderful things that we're going to have in store as a team.
Okay, this was Danish answering the question, but I want Mr. Nags to answer this question now.
Mr. Nags, whatever happens, his only answer is peace.
Okay. So yeah, it was lovely talking to you, Danish bhai.
Thanks, bro. Thank you very much, Jatin. You take care, man.
India Glitz viewers will always be thumbs up to anything. We're also sportive like you.
Thank you very much, man. Much love. Take care.
Cheers.
Bye, brother. Bye.